All right, let's rock. Morning. Ladies and gentlemen, non-gender conforming individuals, welcome to another episode of Political Thirst Trap, Clickbaity, Political Thirst Trap. I'm Benjamin Dixon, joined by, as always, by Marcus Farrell. How you doing, man?
Morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. Just living the life, living the dream. Mondale, how you doing over there, brother?
I'm good. What's up,
Good.
y'all?
Nothing, man. We just following the news, following the shenanigans, following the foolishness of Ice Cube. We could get into him right away, or we could work our way into it. But uh, uh, plenty of other stories, plenty of things happening around the country that everyone should be concerned with and focused on. But the least of which is not is that I got a problem with celebrities in general. I want to start with this, and then I'm gonna pass it to y'all. Um, I don't have a problem with celebrities getting involved in politics. I have a problem with celebrities not knowing what the hell they're talking about and getting involved in politics. Like, at least take a minute to educate yourself holistically and not just something that you researched on YouTube. And then you go out there and say something, and now you got like a million people, 3 million people who follow you, who automatically think because you're a celebrity, you must know what you're saying. And what we end up having to do is having to go through the education process with the celebrity, but on a national level, right? And sometimes they don't even get the education. Sometimes they say stupid stuff, do stupid stuff, and they stick with it because they got a lot of people who are fans and they just support them and go wherever they go. So they feel like they are right. So that's my beef in general with celebrities. Like learn politics before you start talking about politics, because you could do so much damage, and that's across the board. Now we can get to the specifics of Ice Cube. Let's just start with it. I give it to you, fellas. Who wants to go first?
Mondale, you got it. Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Are you on mute, Mondale?
Yeah, I was on mute. I was letting
Okay.
Mark go first. He said he ain't got nothing. All right, that's fine. I have plenty. Um, so nobody comes to me to learn how to catch a football. Nobody comes to me to learn how to shoot a free throw. Nobody comes to me and tell me how to behave on it, or to learn how to behave behind or in front of a camera.
Mm.
Until we stop centering personalities, this is no different than the Democratic Party centering personalities to try and convince voters to vote. Except for you got a black face that's going to do harm to black communities. I already saw this shit coming. First of all, Ice Cube, just like Jay-Z has been telling us, the only fucking thing that really matters to him is money. Chris Tucker told you he wouldn't do another Friday unless he got paid. And everybody blaming Chris Tucker for ending the Friday franchise, but the man didn't make but like 20, 30,000 off one of the fucking most successful movie franchise in American history. You know what I'm saying? So, and without Chris Tucker, I would arguably say that there's no Friday franchise. And that's not to say that Friday after next and next Friday weren't funny. It is to say, though, you can't have the resources to launch the next two without the success of the first one. So Ice Cube has been Ice Cube for a long time. I'm talking about the sickness, or buying into the sickness that is capitalism, and how much harm it does to the black community, and not really giving a damn, right? This is the man who, because somebody said you weren't portraying their father right, you excluded this kid from a movie, but made sure your kid had a leading role in the movie. I'm talking about Eazy-E's kid not being in the movie for NWA. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's morals has always been aligned with capitalism, and this ploy right here is nothing different. It is absolutely incorrect to go to people because they have fame, be it Ice Cube, be it LeBron James, I said it, be it anybody, and give them a leading role in politics as if there isn't a million, or not a million, but probably black people that are more qualified to have this conversation about what our community needs, because they've spent their entire life doing political work, doing policy work. And not to mention the way he brought out, the way that we found out that he's been working with Donald Trump is a whole fucking hustle anyway. He act like he had a contract with America, or he was rolling out a contract with Black America in good faith. And then we find out right on the eve of election that actually it was all a ploy to motherfucking pull people away from the Democratic Party so as to support the candidate. He support Donald Trump. And and people that act like it's an accident or he didn't know what was going on are being disingenuous to the entire process, because Ice Cube is in fucking bed with Steve Bannon's partner to buy his NBA, this three-on-three NBA thing. And so when they were short on money, he sold the rest of it to Steve Bannon.
Oh, wow.
This ain't no fucking mistake, bro. This is all, I'm sorry about my cursing, but this is all what they do.
Hey, listen, man.
This is how they did it. So
we ain't on mainstream radio yet. Say what you got to say.
So the problem is, for real, this is what I was saying when Diddy said, when Diddy said, we're going to withhold the vote, the black vote. When Ice Cube was talking about, you gotta be a part of this contract with Black America in order to get the black vote. What he really was saying was, I'm signaling something deeper. This is the same trick. Ice Cube pulled the same trick on Black America that Donald Trump and Russia pulled on all of America. And I say shame on him for that. I like my drinks and my politics without Ice Cube.
I did not know that, and you kind of went past it, but that's huge. The fact that the Ice Cube's 3-on-3 competition was running low on money, and they went and got a partnership with somebody connected to Steve Bannon. I mean, that's the root of it right there, man. Like, somebody putting money in your pocket, supporting your franchise, that's going to easily push you in the direction and make you susceptible to hearing what they got to say. And dealing with Steve Bannon, man, Steve Bannon is one of the biggest white supremacists in this country, biggest crooks in this country. And people don't know that. And so what people are interpreting as genuine concern by straight out of Compton Ice Cube is really a hustle all the way around.
I mean, if you think about it, and we knew that anyway, but he told us, he even told us that that was never his lifestyle. He was telling somebody else's story, right? Always. So the straight out of company or this West Coast gangster guy was never him, right? This is middle class capitalistic views, who he really always been.
Trying to wrap it in the veneer of his perception of being of being street, of being thorough, of being Ice Cube, as people believe that he really is. But at the end of the day, this is about his own personal money. And it's about proximity to power, money, investments, and leveraging his blackness for his own personal profit. That's a serious problem. Marcus, what you thinking over there, man?
You might as well go ahead and run that disclaimer real quick.
Oh boy. I love it. That's why this show is so dope. All right, here we go. At this juncture, and this is pretty early in the episode. It normally comes towards the end of the episode, but in every single episode, usually one of us disagrees with the argument somebody made. And we disagree with it so much so that it makes us end up having to defend somebody that we don't want to defend. Previous episodes, they had me out here defending Hillary Clinton. And y'all know I am not about Hillary Clinton. Marcus previously has defended the Congressional Black Caucus, and he's not necessarily all in for the CBC. And on the previous episode, Mondale even defended billionaire donors to the Democratic Party. And we all know that that's not, that's not his scene. But we're doing it because we disagree with the argument that was made. Marcus, you disagree with some of the arguments that was made. Who are you defending? I'm assuming you're about to defend Ice Cube.
Yeah, I am.
Go for it.
And the reason why I'm defending him, and I'm not completely defending his action, I think it was kind of, first let me tell you where y'all right at. The timing part is wrong. Him sort of doing it right before the election is wrong. But there are some things that Ice Cube did in the past that we can't have a dishonest conversation about that he actually did. That contract with Black America, that went to the Biden campaign. It did. And they told him, we'll holler at you after the election, right? Now, if it was anybody else that we're talking about, well, we want to get our policies across and we want to talk to somebody. Now, as problematic as Ice Cube is, we can't sit up here and act like, all right, he didn't go to the Kamala Harris campaign and Biden campaign, because he did with the same contract. And guess who responded? The Trump campaign did. And realistically, I'm not giving them any passes, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of people who are up in arms over a situation where over Cube actually, whatever his fundamental beliefs are. If he has the means and the wherewithal to do it, and I agree with Mondale, we shouldn't be centering celebrities as much as we do, but it's perfectly fine to center celebrities when it's people that think like we do.
Nah, I don't. Okay, finish your argument.
Yeah. So what I'm saying right now is this right here. I think his timing was wrong and selfish, but I think what he was saying was right. And also, when it comes down to working with the Trump administration, I never in a million years agree with him working with the Trump administration. And Mondale's points about like the WNBA and working with the Trump administration is this, that, and the other. I'm completely down with that. I completely agree with that. But on the same token, like, we sit up here playing around like the Democratic Party don't do some of the same shenanigans, and I'm not gonna have it.
Hang on. Let me get to one piece.
We can't pick and choose when we want to be.
Let me get one piece of that, Mondale. You get the biggest piece of that. Let me talk about the celebrity thing. Listen, I don't care who they caping for. If they out there and don't know what the hell they talking about, They need to sit their asses down. People bring up Cardi B, but let me tell you something. Cardi B got more political knowledge than about anybody else in this entire political conversation. Like, she come out there and she knows what she's talking about. Just because she say it in a way that's not refined and elitist, don't mean she don't know what she's talking about. Because when you cut through what she's saying, she know what the hell she's talking about. Ice Cube with this contract don't know what the hell he's talking about in context of where he's positioning. Wait. Give me a second. Give me a second.
I mean, you cut me off, man.
Yeah,
you cut me off.
I asked you to. I let you finish. You took up. You finished.
Go ahead.
Finish. I ain't cut you off.
Go ahead.
In terms of Ice Cube not understanding the score of the moment, right? You know what? Democrats.
You agree with we said
Democrats,
the same thing, man.
Democrats can kiss my black ass. But let me tell you something. The fact that Ice Cube doesn't have the intellectual, political wherewithal to understand that, bro, just because they shut the door on you don't mean you go run into the arms of a fascist. I'm sorry. Yeah, Democrats got some culpability, but they ain't got to, listen, Democrats ain't got to take everything everybody throw at them and say, okay, well, just because you throw it at me, I got to take it.
Okay. All right.
And if they would have took it, then they would have had problems with the black trans community because Ice Cube's contract with America don't include that. They would have had problems with black immigrants who are being most fucking likely to be deported because Ice Cube's contract don't deal with that. His contract don't deal with the ending cash bail. Let me be 100 right now. I was supposed to go on the Red Table Talk. I'm calling people out right now. Joyce, the producer from the show, called me about the contract with with Black American. So I was supposed to be up there with Ice Cube on a town hall setting, and we're supposed to talk about the contract. But they wouldn't let me up there because I didn't have nice things to say about the contract when he first put it out. Fuck y'all, Hollywood, because this is what y'all did. So now, Red Table Talk, y'all capping for Donald Trump indirectly by supporting this bullshit ass plan. And like Ben said, the Democratic Party or Joe Biden's plan, well, they don't have to accept every plan they put forth, especially when you're leaving out some of the most marginalized black folk.
We are having a disingenuous
argument that you wrote. Listen, I'm not saying, Marcus, I heard what you said about working with Donald Trump. I heard that, brother. I heard that. What I'm saying, though, is Ice Cube contract America ain't no contract with America. It's Ice Cube's contract. It should say a contract what Ice Cube think Black America needs.
Okay.
And that shit ain't no different than white consultants who are super rich. Marcus, let me finish my thought, brother. I ain't said nothing when nobody was talking. That's all I'm asking. So all I'm saying is Ice Cube is absolutely fucking incorrect because he does not have the political wherewithal. This is what Ben is saying. He doesn't have the political wherewithal to be speaking on behalf of Black America, especially when he's leaving out some of the most marginalized Black Americans.
All right. Y'all sitting up here having this conversation with me. Like, first, everybody know I'm voting for Joe Biden, so y'all can miss me with me trying to support some communists because I ain't doing that. But conversations around like who represents Black America, and y'all might not understand, or either you really do understand, and for the convenience of an election, we're not talking about it. But we have to trust neoliberals with black policies. And guess what? That's our side of the house because we trust them because they have more political background and better policy people behind them than Ice Cube does. Right. But I've been a Democrat my whole life. And the issues that we had in 1990 are the issues that we have right now today. So I'm sorry if I sit up here and say, if a brother tries to do it a different way, it might not be as nuanced. Maybe he should have called Mondale, Ben Dixon, Marcus Farrell before he put it out there to talk tactics. But for a community of people who ain't got shit no way, he's not completely lying.
It's not that
he's not.
I'll make you finish. Go ahead.
He's not completely lying. And to be honest with you, I'm not condoning him going to Trump, but I'm also not knocking different tactical ways that black people try to get free, even if they fuck up.
You don't get free by working with the slave master.
Okay, but you need a whole bunch of slave masters to agree upon it or go to war.
Absolutely not. You can. We
had to go to war to get out of slavery, Mondale.
Marcus, I hear what you're saying. All I'm telling you is the Republican Party is not the majority of America. The slave mentality, the plantation mentality was the majority of America in the 1800s when the Civil War happened, i.e. the southern half of the fucking country tried to split and secede from the Union.
They went to war.
That's completely different than what we are right now. That thinking, I would argue that majority of Americans, what you say? Everything all right? Is everything all right with him?
I think so. I hope it looked like something bit him.
Yeah. The battery was about to die. I'm sorry about that.
Man, I thought something was trying to, I thought a snake or something crawled up in your house in Massachusetts. Listen, all I'm saying is that I have a problem. All tactics aren't bad, but my problem is not just with the tactics of Ice Cube. He should have known, like that's like political stupid right there. That's political stupid. That he didn't know that Trump was going to hold this card until closer to the election. They've been working with him. He didn't know that. That's the political dumbness right there.
Yeah,
I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about the tactics. I'm talking about the idea that you did some weak shit. First of all, you created a weak, fake contract with America that you and your people came up with. Probably some white folk that you consult with came up with. And then it wasn't enough. And then the Biden campaign didn't want to hurt your little feelings and say, nah, bro, this ain't it. You ain't even include cash bill. You ain't include protection for trans women. You ain't include protections for all of these demographics that are suffering the most. That's lacking. And like the sister told him that runs Black Views News, bruh, some of the shit that you're missing already exists as bills that we're trying to get the Senate to pass. Why don't you talk to some of the black people in Congress? Some of the radical black people in Congress already put forth bills that you're missing in your plan. He shook his head, and instead of doing that, he went to, first of all, you went to a candidate and not elected officials. Joe Biden is not an elected official. If you had a contract with Black America, why not take it to elected officials who already supposedly represent black bodies? So that too speaks to the lack of political wherewithal in him. And then because you don't get bro, if I didn't get my way with the Democratic Party and ran to Republicans, I'd have been over that motherfucker. But they do harm to my community, bro. He took his contract with Black America to the people who are trying to suppress the black vote. That ain't no contract with Black America. That's a setup to get us killed.
Hey.
And you gave them ammunition on what you think we need. Supposedly, that's like me getting mad as the assistant coach, trying to speak sport ball to you, Marcus. I don't know how to speak that shit, so work with me. That's me as an assistant coach taking the goddamn what do they call it? The playbook, taking the playbook and showing another team the X's and O's,
so they can make sure they stop that shit.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. I'm not disagreeing with y'all. What I'm saying is, to me, it's disingenuous that we allow. All right, Biden's plan got money for police in it, extra cops in my neighborhoods. Right.
Biden plan also has.
Listen, let me finish what I'm saying, bro, because it's been proven that community policing doesn't stop shooting in our communities. It's been proven. That's a fact, right? Now there might be things to counteract that in the bill, but we're talking about a group of people who for the first time in their lives have shown attention to African-American issues because we were about to burn this motherfucker down. We literally had to damn near burn America down for them to even say black people in police. And this is the Democratic political establishment. I'm going to keep it real on this show because
hang on a second. But I'm not cutting you off, but I want to say, like, what? Give me the time. You talking about? We literally talking about what just happened.
During this election cycle, ever since March when the shooting started happening, ever since May when we started protesting, this is the first time that the Democratic Party literally has came out with anything. And since we are already on their side, and I have many people who influence on high levels of the Democratic Party, but they didn't give a fuck before this. So all of a sudden, because they come out with a plan, and because the black man comes out with a plan, and I'm not sitting there saying that going to Trump is right. What I'm saying to you guys is, like, shit ain't no moderate way to no goddamn black liberation. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you finished? Because I don't want to be accused of cutting you off. Because, bro, not every black man's plan is a good plan.
I didn't say
that's what we're saying, right?
I didn't say
Ice
Cube plan too.
Is the Biden plan a good plan?
Nah.
No, ain't no. Hey, bro, dog. Like, let's keep it 100. Who on this show actually like Joe Biden? Who on this show actually like Joe Biden or his plan, or even Kamala Harris for that matter? I got to tiptoe around my AKA wife just because I don't like her. So I don't nobody on this show like it. But we don't have to. We're not required to judge Ice Cube's plan based on the Democratic Party. We can judge his plan based on his plan, and his plan is one of a person who hasn't taken the time to sit down and actually learn nothing from nobody. And that's what we saying, man. We say, and then here's the last part, and I give it back to you. The last thing is that we now, as a broader community, because of his celebrity, have to go through his personal political education when he should have sat his rich ass down and got some political education from people that could have shown him not only policy, but also tactics. Now we have to suffer through him learning policy as well as tactics before the election.
I want to respond to that, Ben.
And I'm Marcus, like this right here. Can I use something to respond to?
I want to mention my name. I want to respond.
Marcus, you always going to mention your name because you're part of the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to just respond to the question the statement that he made. First off, if his political education should have obviously been better for time and purposes also. But what I'm not going to fall into the trap of is just because the expediency of a presidential race, and just because not right now we need Joe Biden to win. And see, there's powers and political powers that literally will mute real conversations by doing shit like this right here all the time. All the time. Fuck everybody who does anything outside of the Democratic bubble. Because why? Why? No, wait, because and I can use it. I mean, there's a lot of situations where that happens all the time. If it's inconvenient,
but not on this show. Not here. Not here.
Y'all cut me off.
But not because you trying to say we doing something we ain't doing.
I got it.
Marcus, you mixing up the water. You're absolutely right that shit happens all the time. This ain't one of those times, bro.
Not here, man. We don't do that here, man.
And you said moderation ain't the way, ain't the path to black liberation. It damn sure ain't a plan that leaves out some of black folk. That ain't created by nobody but Ice Cube and his team, bro.
Y'all are missing what I'm saying in general.
Yeah, but you're trying to make an argument about a case that
I'm not trying to make an argument. I'm literally making an argument because at the end of the day, when we talk about democratic policies, I'm talking about trust. I'm talking about trust.
Ain't no fucking trust.
Y'all are asking me to trust it.
Hang on, Mondale. Let him finish.
Hold on. I gotta get there because this shit makes no sense. I'm not asking you to trust a motherfucking soul. Ain't nobody on this show ever asked you to trust no fucking neoliberals or none of that.
Not a one.
Not one of us ever asked you.
But we just said.
We finished my point though.
We just said. Y'all just said.
No, we didn't.
Came at certain consultants and had them write and help them out.
No, so I didn't say that at all. I said you should have went to the black.
Should have. Okay.
No,
you know what?
Hold on, Marcus. No one said that shit. You're not gonna get away with that.
Okay,
no,
we gotta go back and watch the show.
We said.
All right.
We said he shouldn't have been. No, I'm gonna finish this because that's not what we said.
All right, go ahead.
And it needs to be said. No one said that he needed to take that plan with this contract of Black America through neoliberals. Nobody said that. We said it's a contract that didn't include the black thought. It came from him and his team.
I agree with that. I
So
literally agree with that. So
no
what are you
one
talking
said
about?
anything, Marcus, hold on. No one said anything about taking the contract with Black America to neoliberals. No one said you need to trust neoliberals. We said Ice Cube lacks the political wherewithal to be compared to what normally happens to political able bodies, meaning Black folk that know how to think about politics, that have been playing politics for many of years, that are experts. Ice Cube Planet cannot be compared with those folks being demonized and ostracized. There's no way you're listening to me if you're already talking. Psychology tells me if you're talking when I'm talking,
cut me off
you've
3
already
times for this
made your
conversation.
point. I ain't cut off nobody, bro.
Out of here with that.
I ain't cut off nobody. You can wave your hand, but I ain't cut off nobody. I didn't. I literally put myself on mute so I could have my conversation with myself and not cut anybody off. And if we're going to be great about this, then you need to listen to my point so you can at least come back with
them. Man, finish your point. I'm listening to you. Finish your point.
Hold on, pimp. Slow down.
Come on, yeah. Slow down nothing, dog. This clickbait.
Breaks,
this is clickbait. This is our show. This is our show. 3-way.
Right. So
let's finish your point, bro.
I can't if you're talking. That was my point. My point is, if you're talking when I'm talking, you can't be listening. That's psychology. So all I'm saying is, you can't spend Black capital on Ice Cube for this whack ass track that he traded. This is him. This is bad tactics and bad policies. And we shouldn't spend the harm and hurt that come to Black consultants that care about our community on this Bama, because this is Bama shit.
Well, all right.
Furthermore, how capitalistic is him to say that the Black vote, the only way to the Black vote, he said this, the only way to the Black vote is through the contract of Black America. You have to agree with this to get the Black vote. Come on now. How disgusting is that? You discount everybody that's played politics forever to get a vote for your contract.
An incomplete contract at that. I think we could probably summarize this best by saying this. Fuck neoliberals who haven't done their job for the Black community. But also fuck this contract from Ice Cube, because it is woefully insufficient, uninformed, and poorly timed in terms of tactics. We ain't got to accept either one of them. But the problem is that because of Ice Cube's position and proximity in the Black community, is that now we're having to have this debate and argument over something that is elementary and rudimentary at best. And if he had taken the time to actually talk to the Black folks who have been doing this work, it could have been something extremely powerful. But celebrities oftentimes, in general, across the board, skip that step, and they just run off with whatever they come up with off the top of their head without even putting it in context of what's already being done. All right.
Can I talk? I got my hand up.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see your hand up. I got a different screen up. Go for it, man.
Y'all missed my point. And I see that. That's fine. Because everybody wants to be right. I don't want to be right on this one. I just want to, I'm literally just pointing out one thing, that if no one has done anything for us, even how dirty and how tactically filled it was. If no one has done anything for us, if you step out on the ledge and you do something for yourself, trying to do something for us, and even if you're wrong, I'm not mad at that. I'm not, because we're talking about a system that hasn't done shit for us. From both sides, from both sides of the aisle. So, I dig it. And that's why I'm like, y'all must not listen, not be hearing me, because tactics wise, he was wrong. That's the first thing out of my mouth. And y'all sitting up here trying to like overtalk me on that shit. I wasn't doing, all I was saying was, I understand where he was coming from. That's all.
And actually, so all right, so that's Marcus. All. Here's the thing, though. Here's the problem with what I got. I don't know what Mundell problem is, but here's the problem with what I got. What you said, you are equating what we're doing in this show right here with caping for a group of people that nobody on this show
I would never call y'all capers. No.
But and I want you to. We can't rewind the tape right now. But you drew an analog. You said you literally said what we doing right here is what they have been doing, which has been silencing. I'm paraphrasing you, silencing Black folks who come up with stuff, blah 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 blah. And that's where I have immediate pushback because even though you feel like we don't hear you, at no point have we on this show ever give a damn about Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, the neoliberals of the Democratic Party, right? All of us actually are taking a hit simply by supporting Joe Biden so we can get rid of this fascist. All of us have done that. So that's my number one. So in the context of what we've been trying to say here is that I hear your argument that he's trying to do something. But here's the thing, man. You don't get brownie points from me, man. It's just, you don't get a participation prize with me when you trying to do something. Nigga, you 51 years old, brother. What the fuck you been doing all this time? Like step up with something. You got millions of dollars at your disposal. I'm sorry, you just can't come out here and you got all these resources, all of this power, and get a participation prize with some policy that is half-assed. I just can't give you participation points for that, man. It's too critical of a time, and too many people have been doing the work. That's like me starting an organization and learning on the fly, messing up people's money, messing up people's donations, messing up people's careers because I wanted to come out here and start something and make me the center of it when I could have easily pointed the direction to an organization that's already doing it. And I'm sorry, I can't give Cube any points for this, none.
I also think I also believe that there's problems with doing shit without expertise, especially if and Ice Cube is not a regular private citizen. This is a person with a massive platform, massive reach, and to believe that you can just take that reach and compare it to someone just trying to supposedly get Black people free, even though you're gonna invite Black people into the conversation, it just scares me, man. I think this is the slippery slope that what happens is that we get middle class, and this is not a knock on middle class, I'm talking about the middle class thinking that said, once I get to the suburbs, I don't have nothing to do with the hood until I want to have a say on what goes on in the hood. And I think that's tragic, not just in policy, but in performance, because Ice Cube has been making money off the Black community forever. He should have been expert on what's plaguing the Black community. He chose to distance himself in a way where he could, have connections with the banning teams, and also use that lever whenever he wanted to. And now it just looks real shady to me that months ago you started working on a supposedly contract with Black America without telling people that, oh yeah, I'm also consulting on Trump's campaign, and also I'm consulting on his platinum plan, which is a scam. And on top of that,
that's a scam.
On top of that, I got business dealings with
Steve Bannon.
That's just bad juju.
Yeah, man. Like the whole thing stinks, man. I'm sorry. Nigga don't get no points from me. Because he could have easily snatched up.
Can I say
anybody?
Am I allowed to talk in this program? Because goddamn it,
man, come on, stop tripping, man. You know you just as much weight in this program as everybody else, man.
And I don't like that.
No, we do that all the time, bro. Come on, we do that shit all the time on here.
Was a little dirty, but I'm gonna keep.
Bro, we do that all the time on this show, man.
But listen, and I was just that. You know what? We gonna watch the show afterwards. Since this moment happened, we gonna watch the show afterwards.
We do it all the time, man. Come on.
Back to what I was saying though, because it's very simple. Y'all act like Boeing doesn't go to motherfucking Democrats and Republicans. Y'all act like these corporations that are taking the American money ain't going to both parties. These niggas is all motherfucking capitalists. All of them. So what I'm saying is, okay, you know what? At the end of the day, I need Biden to get elected because I don't want a fascist end. I get that. I keep repeating it. But I'm talking about tactics. We are in a two-party system right now that literally we are in a two-party system right now that literally we always historically, y'all can get mad at me if you want to, but historically we always are at the bottom of the barrel. Always as Black people. Historically, no matter what party's in there, we are always at the bottom of the barrel. As a matter of fact, there could be some evidence stating that the only times we really moved up, I'm not trying to make people vote for Donald Trump. I just want people to see the truth about tactics, right? And we get super mad. We don't have a whole ass show on Boeing going to both parties and moving military money to the moving our taxpayer dollars to to the military industrial complex. You do on your show, but we haven't had that conversation. We talking about a black man who tried something and fucked up, but he tried something, and now we just dragging him like he ain't shit. Man, Q been putting out shit for black folks for years, man.
Q been putting out shit for his wallet for years. Listen,
I mean, that's a job, bro. If, like the only people who don't put things in their wallet, people who work in politics. Everybody else, from a waitress to a motherfucking rapper, works for fucking money.
Okay, I don't have a problem with his job, but don't act like he did it for the black community. He did it for his money. He did it because he had a niche market and he was making capital off of it. Bags, not for the community, for him. Furthermore, to compare a black man to a corporation is real confusing to me. What corporations do is not what we do. I'm not ascribing to be like Boeing. I'm not ascribing to be like a corporation that has its roots in the military industrial complex or slavery. So that's not the point of acceptance. It shouldn't be for black men and black communities and black business folk. If you do business like white business, then we should have a problem with you because that is toxic. It is part of the shit that's killing that's one of the many deaths that black people suffer. Secondly,
I agree with that, Mondale.
Secondly, we can't. I make this argument all the time, and I'm dead set on it. We don't have a two-party system for black people in America. The Republicans have shown us that they want us dead. They are trying to kill our vote. Seriously, actively trying to kill our vote. That ain't no hyperbole in that. These people are working. They're trying to kill our sisters and how they get Medicare or coverage through ending Planned Parenthood. That is not a game. That is serious business. Black women, brown women use Planned Parenthood as their primary doctors more than anybody else. That is not a small thing. There are women in certain states where they have to drive to other states to get a doctor because we let them get rid of Planned Parenthood. We can't even play like the bullshit that goes on in the Democratic Party, which is some real thick, stinky, fly-absorbing shit, is the same as the murdering that takes place on the Republican side of the aisle. That's just facts, man.
Okay, so you said that black people don't have a two-party system. No, we got a one-party system, and that's the Democratic Party. And that system has not necessarily produced all the greatest results for us, has it?
Is that a question? I mean, you want us to answer that?
I mean, have we got these super mega results about reversing the trend of poverty when we've had ever since Bill Clinton got elected, net worth in black families have gone down.
Yeah.
We are worth negative amounts of money in comparison to where the average black family is worth negative.
That's not true.
Well, we are worth less than we were in the year 2000. We damn sure had a black president.
Bro, so first of all, you the way you're picking out nuggets is absolutely incorrect. No, and you're about to say go ahead. Go ahead.
I like to move on because I'm
that ain't how the show work, Marcus. You know that. Come on, man.
I'm in a different place than you guys are on this one right here, and the reason
cool.
because I see what I see right now is the same kind of things that happened to Anina when she would point something out, even though she might be not completely right. When we have a overall agenda, and our agenda, my agenda is to get Joe Biden in the office. I'll say that, right? But I'm also willing to step back a little bit and see what people are trying. And again, I caveated all this with he did it the wrong way. But goddamn, like, what do y'all expect somebody to do when nobody's doing shit?
Bro, that's the thing right there. People are doing shit. Organizers are doing shit. People, like, there's so many people who are doing the work already. And Q didn't try to reach out to he tried to reach out to a Democratic Party that you know is a problem, that we know is a problem, right? We all understand. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I want to say is like this right here. Does Joe Biden and the DNC reach out to organizers?
Marcus,
I'm asking
actually, I ain't following Joe Biden's campaign enough to care, bro. I'm barely supporting him. This is the thing. Like I think my beef in this conversation is the fact that you constantly bring this show, the three of us, back to comparing us to the Democratic Party and what they doing, and we all hanging on by a thread just to support Joe Biden, because I'm just as liable not to vote at all, right? And that's the truth is none of us on this show give a damn about the Democratic Party. Everybody on this show hate the Democratic Party for what they have done and what they haven't done more specifically. We're not arguing in context of Joe Biden. Man, Where my kids at? Fuck Joe Biden, bruh. What I'm saying is, if you take a look at everything that we said about this plan from Ice Cube, one, as a policy, it's incomplete, it's insufficient, and it's rudimentary. Two, as a matter of tactics, you agree with us, it was dumbass and it was backwards. Three, if you look at his financial connections behind it, you can't help but say, whoa, bro, this thinks higher than anything else, because his financial benefit that he's getting from Steve Bannon really nullifies anything that he's trying to do, because we can't trust it at that point. And at that point, I do compare it to the corporations, because it's about money. It's about money when you put everything on the table. My question to you is, if it's bad tactics, it's bad policy, and it's bad intentions, what are we giving him credit for?
Being the exact same as everybody else who trying to help us out. That's not a goddamn celebrity. I mean,
I don't give Joe Biden credit for anything but not being a fascist. But not being a fascist. And then Ice Cube just went to work with the fascists.
Ben, I'm not disagreeing with you.
So what the fuck are we arguing about all this goddamn time?
I don't think y'all heard what I said, but we can just move on. It's fine. I love y'all.
We love you too, man. We know, hey, the whole point of this show is that we are able to argue at this level, and in about 2 minutes, we're gonna be laughing about something else. But this one cuts a little deep, because it cuts to a core, not even because of a core issue inside of this show. It cuts to a core issue inside of the Black community, because there is a divide in the Black community along these lines. And it's actually an opportunity that's made in part by the Democratic Party, because they haven't been doing nothing. But I do want to push back on one thing that you said earlier. It's not that we have a one-party system. It's that when we were in the Republican Party back before 1964-65, they abandoned us and in exchange for the Southern strategy. So we have operated in more than the Democratic Party. The fact is we have no party in this country, and we've been trying to get concessions from white supremacists on both sides of the aisle in this country. The bottom line is where we are right now is trying to decide between a fascist and a neoliberal who ain't done nothing for us in the first place. And that's a core argument in the Black community, and it would get heated like this whether we were on this show right now or whether or not we were in the barbershop. So
I mean, and to add to that, Ben, it's also important that we say that a contract with Black America taken to somebody who might not win an election seems like an opportunity to me. Why take it to somebody who's not an elected official, right? There are tons of Black elected officials that he could have took that contract to. New ones that just won elections that are radical. Why you ain't taking it to Cori Bush? You ain't gotta go to organizers. You could have went to Cori Bush. You could have went to Charles Booker. You could have took it to Jamal Bowen. Any of these Black progressives that just got elected that ain't been tainted by money, so-called, right? Like all of that exists. So I mean, I hear that. My thing is when people forget that Ronald Reagan was a Democrat, and it wasn't before Fannie Lou Hamer and her crew fought to get us seated that he left the Democratic Party, right? Ronald Reagan was a Democrat until Fannie Lou Hamer and other Black folk got seated. And then he went to become a Republican. And that became the core of what the Republican Party is right now. Those tactics, those ideas, and that to me is anti-Blackness. You left that party that you belong to your entire existence so that because Black people were, and then to prove that you didn't give a damn about us, when you ran for president, you kicked off your campaign in Philadelphia, Mississippi. For what? Because it was hanging capital. And you were sending the shot over the bow to white racists. Republican Party has not changed. They're still using those same tactics to toot and wave at white supremacy. Donald Trump does it all the time. I have no time to vote for, I don't fuck with white supremacists. I don't care if people talk about it's a tactic or it's an idea or don't put all your eggs in one basket. I'm not giving my egg to no goddamn fox. Especially when that egg is my offspring.
I want to come back up for air because I was completely and totally caught off guard, which is brilliant, Marcus. But you gave us the title of today's episode, Chicken Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself, Ice Cube. But the whole time you were like, this is gonna be a good argument here.
Man, I just thought about that. This nigga gave us the title.
I didn't see it coming, which is great, man. It was great. I didn't see it coming, but it's good because it is a
look, man. Oh shit, Mondale.
We lost you for a second, Mondale.
Sorry, can y'all hear me? I'm back.
Yeah, we hear you now. Go ahead. What'd you say about?
Listen. This conversation within our community I'm not a both sider, right? I'm not completely pushing back against you guys, but I just want to reinforce something. We ain't got shit. We don't have shit, and I'm tired. I'm literally tired of Black community not having shit, and I'm tired of getting mad at people who try to do shit. I'm willing to take their mistakes and say, this is how you improve upon it. Sit your motherfucking ass down and let's talk about what you do next time instead of sending us out. Mondale brought up a point about like not working with a white supremacist. Dare I say, you know, the Democratic Party also did some pretty white supremacist shit through the 94 crime bill. I'm not, I mean, and we talked about it yesterday.
We sure did. That's why we laughing, bro. We just came through that storm.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, man, like, I mean, I want something to do.
Bro, just say you an Ice Cube fan and you don't want to throw him under the bus.
This is why I support the Black Male Voter Project, because Mondale and the crew is going into Black communities and like actually getting factual things about what we need. So if I support things like New Georgia Project, and I support organizations that are in the hood, right? I don't trust, at this point, I just don't like, I'm voting for somebody. I know I'm actively giving up my vote to some people that I don't trust. I know that.
Yeah.
So I don't feel any less outside of the hen house by voting for Joe Biden than I do, but I'm not going to vote for fascism, right? But because that shit is going to literally kill America forever. But I mean, it's not like, you know, we're going to see some economic gains in our community through the Biden administration. That shit takes work.
Marcus, Marcus, here's my thing. I feel like Marcus might have been trolling us, all this screaming and clapping his hands and pointing and doing that thing that he does sometimes when he feel like somebody cut him off when he want to make a point.
I think he was trying to make a robust conversation this morning. I think that's what it was.
I think that's what it was, because let me tell you something. This is the same guy, 2 episodes, you forgot I listened to you. 2 episodes made the argument that all marijuana policy ain't good policy if it doesn't have space for Black ownership. And he don't support it if it does not.
I agree.
So if you can't support marijuana policies that don't have space for Black ownership, even though they're going to keep cops from arresting black youth and brown youth, then how the hell are you okay with Ice Cube putting forth this dumbass plan? Why you ain't screaming at that motherfucker?
So now you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm asking.
No, words in my mouth.
Clarify for me.
Yeah, you just like I mean, you putting words in my mouth. I never said.
I'm asking you to clarify. I'm asking you to clarify because to me, that's what it seemed like. So I'm just asking you to clarify.
You think you're funny. You think you're cute this morning. So be cute.
Oh, Jesus.
Marcus, you know,
we were making progress.
Where did you get up on this morning?
You cute. But I got you. What I'm saying
is... Wait a minute. Hang on. I understand now. When he's not wearing his Gucci sweater and he's in the hoodie, we got to understand who we dealing with this morning. Because
Marcus.
Bro, where go get your Gucci sweater on, man.
Marcus. Listen.
Take your ball cap out and put your fedora back on, G.
Wait, it wasn't a fedora, was it? Was that a fedora?
Hey man, look.
Give me my phone, boy.
Maybe it's because I like Cuba as an artist. Maybe
that's what it is.
But on the same token, I did not say I support him taking his plan to Trump. So don't put words in my mouth, man. That's not true.
No, he didn't. Wait, Mondale didn't say that. Mondale said support the plan, full stop, period. He didn't say to Trump.
I support us trying to do some things. I mean, that's it.
So, and it's a sincere question, because I honestly am trying to see what the core of this disagreement is. You support him, even though, in our opinion, my opinion, and Mondale, you can speak for yourself. In my opinion, the sum total of what he did is whack. The plan, whack. The policy, whack. The strategy, whack. The implementation, whack.
The effort, not whack.
The effort's whack in the sense of this man's taking money from Steve Bannon, who is Donald Trump. So it's holistically whack to me.
I mean, you know how many people who have problematic money associations in this game?
And we clown them, Marcus.
And we clown them, and we leave them.
That we don't clown?
Who?
They name them. We'll clown them. They roast them.
Bro, listen. You defended the donors.
No. You asked me, don't play with me, Marcus. That's
I mean, you should have been.
Hold on.
Why am I wrong now?
No, don't. Yo.
I don't know. That was pretty good.
You defended CBC, and them motherfuckers all sign on
God
to the
damn it,
94
I just
crime
did it,
bill.
Ronald Reagan.
Don't come there with that. Don't do that to me, bro. Don't do that. Ain't none of my fucking money problematic, and I bet you that. Because I don't play those games. That ain't even cute at all.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't cute this morning.
Your mic off, Madell.
It needs to be off because I said some shit that's ridiculous.
All right. So now I understand. Y'all ain't give me the hoodie memo. I'm in the snaky ass polo, and y'all both came in y'all hoodies, and it's a whole.
What is that, mauve? What color is that?
Mauve. Yeah, it's mauve. Yeah.
And he got the mob polo dude on there. Like you got.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, he's stunting on them, right? So,
Yeah,
but I did not get the memo about the hoodie, but also I appreciate the conversation is, even though we get heated, it benefited from us not all agreeing on this thing with Cube, honestly, because if we had all agreed, we would have been done 45 minutes ago. But the fact we don't agree really exposes the arguments that go on in the Black community on a regular. I mean, like right now, this minute, at somebody's barbershop, they're wearing masks and they arguing about this with Ice Cube. So we benefited from it. And I kind of think that's what Marcus' plan was all along, because he know at the end of the day, he know this is a bunch of bullshit.
You better check yourself before you hurt yourself.
The nigga gave us the title of the episode. Man, I'm moving. What's our
So Jonathan in Facebook said, like Dick Gregory said, we're all guilty because we pay taxes. And what are those tax dollars for? Military industrial complex debt. You're wrong. Dick Gregory's wrong. And I love Dick Gregory. God rest his soul. That's dumb as hell. If Black people didn't pay taxes, we're going to prison. Don't do it.
Hey, listen, I do my best.
Paying taxes does not make me responsible for America's government and all the life and death that was taken by that organization.
Hey, bro, somebody, I got to tell you what happened in on YouTube. Did Gio Francois, the guy who talked about your shades the other day, he did a super chat for $2 and said, "Dude, finally not wearing a beanie and glasses." But no, hold on, it gets better. Somebody followed up and said, "This nigga paid $2 to hate on a wardrobe." Hey,
man, you checking for me too much.
Bro, hey, he like your style, bro. He like your style, man. He like the beard. He like the salt and pepper beard, man. It
also hurts my feeling because it lets me know he has only seen 2 episodes of our show, because I only went on Shades 2 episodes, and we got 4, 5, 6 months of the show. So
we got backlog. Anyway, man, let me see.
Thank you for coming back, though, Gio Francois.
Gio Francois. Hey, I'm glad we came back. Listen, this is a test. This was a test of the emergency broadcasting system. We 100% had the ability to fight like we ready to get in each other's face. And I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to pull up on this tall ass Marcus and swing up in the sky and try to fight this nigga because he coming for me today. But at the end of the day, we always come back to the bottom line is we all love Black people. We all love I can't say that we all love America, but we all love the fact that we trying to fight like hell to make this place a better home for Black people. And we all disagree, and that's a good thing, because that's when we had a real good conversation. But at the end of the day, the 3 of us love each other on this show like nobody else.
Big facts. Ben, speaking of love, where can people find you at?
At Benjamin P. Dixon on Twitter. Tell them where to find you at, Mundell.
I am Mundell on Instagram. Literally, I am Mundell. And on Twitter, I just Mundell Robinson. And then on Facebook, Mundell Robinson as well. Also support Black Male Voter Project. Marcus
for America, Marcus #4 America on Instagram and on Twitter. Y'all better stop calling me a capitalist just because I like Ice Cube. I see
in the chat room.
Y'all, I love y'all, and I get a little heated, but sometimes Mondale get on my last damn nerve.
Bro, Mondale ain't get nothing. I literally been exceptionally nice, bro.
It's not your time to talk.
I've been exceptionally nice, bro.
It's not your time to talk.
You're trolling this morning.
Hey man, both of y'all chill for a second. Let me read some of these super chats.
Yeah, can I ask you a question while you're reading that though? Marcus, can I ask you a question?
No, you can't ask me shit.
Is this episode really mad? Is it about his dolls that he had? Because he got an Ice Cube doll back there.
I do.
That's what you mad about that?
God
That's
Damn it.
what this episode about. You
Bro,
mad?
we almost broke up the entire band because you got an Ice Cube doll back there.
That's what it's about.
No, actually, I believe in what I said. I'm happy about.
Wait, show us the doll though. I know we know you believe what you.
Or did you burn it?
Is it accessible?
Did you burn it? They control the hell out of us this morning. He gonna override my name for the episode. Look at that. Look at that. Cool in a green car. Look at that. Cool. Hey man, what's that clip? What they do play their little cool music? What's that?
Look at the goons.
doing that.
Coming.
Not you, but Ice Cube. No, Ice Cube, man. Ice Cube doing it.
Listen.
Yeah.
We ain't coming for you like that, man. Come on, when do we ever come? Come on, man.
I'm trying to agree with both of y'all, man.
What's that?
I'm happy I had to take on the tag team this morning. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm coming off the top rope on y'all niggas.
Marcus, it was. I think that's the problem. You looked at it as if you were taking on everybody. We were just having a conversation about point of views.
Let me read these two. Wait, no. Chill. Everybody chill. Everybody chill. I'm gonna stop the stream. No, we ain't going back into it. We survived. We on the other side of that bridge. And I'm about to read. I'm about to read
later on. And you know how petty Mondale is after the show is over? This is what he gonna do. He gonna go find some kind of fucking article and text it to me, proving his point. And it's like you still thinking about it. Let it go, right? So I gotta deal with this Negro stuff all day long, not just on our little show, but he's gonna try to just do it all day long.
I'm about to read these here super chats, man. These people pay Buddy to talk to us. So let me read their super chats. Here we go. Amanda Troutman said, "Are people of color that work with the Republican Party wrong?" In 2020, yes.
Wait, what was the question, Ben? What she asked?
She wants to know, are people of color who work with the Republican Party wrong?
Yes.
In 2020, I definitely would say yes. And the reason, I mean, I don't know if we need to give a reason, but the reason is because everything that every part of what the Republican Party is doing is oppressive to all people, especially Black people. They use Black people to implement their white supremacist plan that is directly detrimental to us. And not even just white supremacy, but fascism at this point. They've upped the ante.
The statement that Republicans like to make of I'm a physically conservative and socially liberal. They say that a lot. A lot of people say that, and you catch a lot of Black folks saying that. The problem is capitalism is a detriment to African American communities.
Yeah. So and just not to stay on this question long, because I think you guys did a great and complete job of answering. I will say this: we also need to acknowledge that American capitalism is not capitalism. And capitalism is already a perverted system anyway, because it's based on exploitation, getting the most for the least. But capitalism says that it's free market. We don't have a free market system. We have a government-backed business system. And also one of the major pillars of capitalism is that labor has the right to determine its worth.
Right.
And it's not the case in America through prison labor, and before that through slavery. And since you're missing a major pillar of a system, then it's arguably not that system, it's something different. A perversion of a perverted system is what American capitalism is. And it absolutely, like Marcus said, a detriment to the Black community.
All right. Gio Francois sent in $5 more. I guess we keep them here. Go ahead, keep sending the money in. We can throw in a little hate every now and then. He said, "Why are many Black men registered as independents? Why do more choose not to support either candidate? And why do many opt out against voting?" Who wants that one?
So it's kind of why I exist, because they can. I mean, many of everybody's registered as independent. Majority of the young folk in this country right now, by young I mean millennial and the generation behind them, are registered as independent or something different. There's states in this country where you don't even have a majority Democrats anymore, 33% independent, Republican, and Democrats. So the idea that you register as an independent says something about your politics is ridiculous, because people still vote the way they vote. And to ask the question about why Black men don't vote is to ask a question about how asleep have you been since you've been alive? There are tons of things that people know about voting. One of them, the most important, is that voting is a habit that's formed by resources spent on it. No one is prioritizing the needs of Black men. Black men don't see themselves in the way America presents politics to them every 4 years, because what we're dying from aren't policies passed by a White House. Most of the time, we're dying from local issues. And since people aren't talking to us during local elections, you're not building a muscle to make voters out of Black men. Not to mention that Maslow hierarchy teaches us that Black men live in the basics, lack of basic needs, and people that have lack of basic needs, lack of safety needs, can't seem to do things that are seen as self-actualization. Voting to black men because it doesn't cure the problems that are plaguing them on a daily basis is seen as self-actualization. If you need to continue, I'm gonna ask you to pay me because that's what I do for a living.
I'm gonna tell you why I would vote even though I do every time, but I'm gonna tell you what my folks around me, because I voted for hope and change, and all I hoped for was change. The last time that I was excited about going to vote for somebody was in 2008.
Yep.
And my life fundamentally hasn't changed since then. So my distrust of the elected officials, my distrust.
Hey, read Mr. Meow, bro.
I got him coming up next. Coming up next. I want Marcus. Go ahead and finish, Marcus.
Yeah,
sorry, Marcus.
That's all right. So me as a black man, I recognize, like, man, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, basically everybody in politics wants you to be like, don't believe your lying ass eyes if you're a black man. That's literally it. Like, life is great for you, isn't it? Cops are still killing you, but we want your vote.
Yeah. I looked up the price of your sweaters, bro. You're doing a little bit better in 2020 than you were in 2008. I can't even afford your sweaters, so.
Who said they weren't bootleg?
Well, give me your supplier, bro, for real, because I'm like, I couldn't even really. I saw that sweater and I'm like, it's out my price range right now.
I'm gonna tell you what I did.
What's that?
Listen, during COVID, once a month I bought one of them sweaters.
That's smart, bro. That's smart.
And then when it got cold,
you were ready.
I'm just ready. So it looked like I just went and balled on myself. But to be honest with you, that was just a long-term play right there.
Yeah. See, back when COVID started, I ain't had no money. so now I got to do that for next year. Next year I'm gonna have me a Gucci sweater like this man. Mr. Meow said,
"Man, it's not Gucci, it's Lacoste."
I know. I just say Gucci anyway.
Lacoste was started by a black man.
Nah, I didn't know that. See, there's a lot of stuff I don't know, man. Mr. Meow said, Cube CWBA is weak, but to try to cancel a man who is lobbying for black people shows you don't understand how this game works. Mandela, I think you wanted that.
Yeah, I definitely want that. First of all, Mr. Meow, no one said anything about canceling anybody. It's in a TV show. We didn't say nothing about canceling nobody. We said he's out of order, bro. And if you're not paying attention, if you can't understand the nuance of what we said, then that's on you. Furthermore, to imply that three men who've been in politics their entire adult life don't understand how politics work seems to me like you're one of those people that watch MSNBC and think you got it all down pat. Great.
Or I think he might actually be on that side of who reject everything, reject everybody, and think the way that the world is going to change is by letting Donald Trump burn everything down, and then somehow we're going to have this glorious resurrection. You got those two extremes. I think he might be on the other side of the extreme. But everything else you said, I agree with you 100%. I got to say no more or add to it. Let's see. Any other questions in the chat that y'all want me to get? Y'all checking Facebook? Because I'm not on Facebook right now. I see in Facebook.
Yeah, somebody said, Matthew said the majority of Americans are indies, meaning independent. I got to tell y'all don't get caught up in party labels. People vote the way they always vote.
Wait a minute. Torches and Pitchforks on YouTube
they're back.
Said, Ben is ignoring my white money. I'm not ignoring your white money, man. I'm trying to find my producers ain't on deck this morning, and so I can't find your super chat. But if you don't mind putting it in the comment section again, put some asterisks around it so I can catch it. I don't mind reading it. I take white money just like I take black money.
Tell them the reason you can't see it is because they named themselves Torches and Pitchforks, and that's a damn negative connotation to black folk. Scary to me, bro. Change that name.
That's true too. That's true too. Even though I am with getting some torches and pitchforks and going to Washington D.C.
I want to give a shout out to the folks on. I've been looking down, so I haven't looked at the camera. I need to do better about that. I want to give a shout out to the diverse opinions on the YouTube channel. Y'all sat up here and watched us, and some of y'all hate me, and some of y'all love me. Some of y'all hate Mondale. Some of y'all love Mondale. Pretty much, y'all just gonna kiss Ben ass because this is his channel. So
no, they were coming for me too. I was reading. It just water off a duck's back at this point, man.
Shout out to everybody who's watching, man. Like, I hope y'all are enjoying the show because these are the conversations that black men have for real.
Bro, somebody said liberal Marcus. I'm not. Please don't let it throw you off the deep end, but it really just shows like a lot of folks ain't got a political education, because the last thing you were talking about this morning was liberalism.
Liberal markets. I like it.
Like,
Just
but there is
Mondale, don't you stop looking at you.
that's
Don't you start.
shit.
Don't start.
Liberal market. I swear I'll make a damn video about that. I'm gonna figure it out.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I shouldn't even read that. Rex Tech, I saw your super chat. He said, to me, this election comes down to decency, empathy, sympathy, integrity, honesty, and our country's soul. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Appreciate that. Let me go find. That was Rex Trek.
Hey, Rex Trek, let me ask you a question. Which election? When we're talking in terms of like there's one election, we're missing so much. These elections, bro, we got more elections that are so important than what happens in 1600 Pennsylvania. You got DAs, you got judges, you got mayors that's gonna hire racist police chiefs or fire racist police chiefs. There's so much on the ballot, and we need to stop thinking in terms of national politics, because when we do, we usually exclude the needs of Black folk that are suffering. So I appreciate the hashtag Black Lives Matter, but let's think deeper than just this election, because what happens is you discount like those who really are fighting a good fight.
The person who said liberal Marcus, hella cool guy, said, I was joking. I swear he was just joking. All right. So I should have saw that. I'm trying to find pictures and torches and pitchforks. I'm trying to see if you put your comment back in here, because I don't see it in my super chat.
Yeah, somebody
on Facebook said we ain't got no love for Facebook comments, but
I can't pull it up, Facebook.
I'm reading them.
Hey, bro, I couldn't even share it this morning. Facebook be tripping. I couldn't even share it for real this morning on Facebook.
It's all good. I trust me. We over here.
I like this one. I like this comment from somebody who said, hang on. Well, somebody.
My mama said she love us. That's scary.
That's your mama? Yeah. Your mom, for real? Hey, mom. My mom can't watch us.
Mom, you about to get deleted off my Facebook friends if you don't put no picture on your profile.
I like this. Melvin Eldridge said on YouTube, I found Ben from TYT, love his solo show, but this show with all three of you is my favorite. I love it. That's love. Nick,
somebody I was just wondering. Somebody named Terrell said, Black capitalists aren't kinfolk.
I don't disagree.
Marcus is kinfolk. He just get on my damn nerves. I swear.
I don't think Marcus is Marcus
about that paper, boy, and paper and guns.
Bro, I think he's in the system. I think Marcus, and you tell us because you here, we ain't got that. But what I gather from you is that you're not a capitalist in terms of what you love. You're a capitalist because that's what we got to work with.
I'm a capitalist because I want to be able to hire people and give them jobs that they can actually pay themselves. I think capitalism has its place, but I think responsible capitalism has its place. I'm involved in the industry where I make a lot of money. And I'm not even going to front. On the same token, the people who work for me are going to have a living wage. The people who work for me are going to be able to thrive. Not even a living wage, a thriving wage. I don't have to be a fucking baller and utilize the people who work for me and work with me. And any campaign that I've been on, I literally have tried to pay all of my people $15 an hour, no matter what. And that was years ago. This was way before. So yeah, I'm a capitalist, but I want to take people's money and give it back to them. And maybe I have a socialist thought process when it comes down to making sure that people want to live, but I like money. I think we should have money. But on the same token, I think that you don't utilize people. You don't take advantage of the people that work.
Yeah.
You don't extort your people. You got to make sure they're good. And people show up, and they show up and they work their ass off when you pay them. And they're excited to come to work. I mean, like if you pay people good money, and then you're not an asshole, even though y'all might think I'm an asshole because I yelled at Mondale.
Listen, I'm confused. I'll be honest with you.
If you pay people good money, and you are a cool human being that's not an asshole at work, then you're going to have a better, more thriving business than anybody else. I guarantee you.
Yeah, y'all. So the world needs to know that you're on the show with 3 business owners. So, and everybody at the lowest paid person at my job. And my company is $17 an hour, and also there's pay equity amongst women. Like so, all of like my senior level staff are women, and we all make the same amount of money. I don't make more than the directors at my company. We all get paid the same thing. So it is as it pertains to pay, we have a flex structure, and that is some shit that people need to think about, because what Marcus said is absolutely important, and it's dangerous for us to just say I'm glad you brought that up, Marcus, because that black capitalist ain't kinfolk. We operate in a system, and it is illogical and also fanciful to believe that you can live in America and not have to interact with capitalism. So I appreciate those nuances that you just pointed out, but it is a way that you do that sociably and not exploit people.
Yep. And I got nothing to add other than I'm taking this money from YouTube and these advertisers. I just send that money to us, and we paying the folks, and we gonna use capitalism against capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've been taught. That's what you got to do. Nick McNugget sent $10 in for the kids' toy fund. I guess she saw my son coming up here and grabbing my toys. Thank you.
Wait. We ain't about to just slide over that like that didn't just happen. Nick McNugget.
Yeah.
Just sent in $10 for the toy fund.
Yeah, for my kids' toy fund.
When you buy a McNugget kids meal, what do you get from McDonald's?
A toy.
A fucking toy.
Oh man, you really just went. What's the name? What's the name of that movie with Michael Jai White? Huh?
That was David Chappelle, and he went way around.
Right. Well, it was David Chappelle,
baby.
But no, man.
That is the best compliment you could ever give any black person who think they funny. You just said that's David Chappelle.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to bed now. Bye, y'all.
No, it was that conspiracy theory, bro. It was that Black Dynamite conspiracy theory scene.
Oh,
That's
I love Black Dynamite.
That was
great.
Torches and pitchforks said, Ben, why are you bent on a radio contract? People can keep this independent on Patreon. Because you know what? I'm all for independent media. I'm all for, and we haven't actually decided on it. We talk about this on a regular basis. Like, which way are we going to go with this? Like, we're going to stay on the podcast scene. We're going to stay on the YouTube scene, Patreon, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. My vote is for radio because one, I just always wanted to do radio. That's why I got into this in the first place, was not only my politics, but my love for radio. But two, like the reach, the impact for the culture, let this kind of conversation be heard on national radio. We can actually change some things. We can move the dial, in my opinion, on like a morning talk radio show. That's my take. I don't know the guys.
Marcus,
I don't know if y'all want to say anything.
What's your take, Marcus?
And again, we haven't even finished discussing this. They may disagree with me, so have at it.
I think it's the same. But if y'all haven't liked and shared this post, then you're not helping us stay independent. So like and share this post and make sure your friends watch. Like, we need street advertising. That's right. Right now you need to go on Twitter and go @CThirstTrap is the best damn morning show. Every single person who's watching it who likes this show need to do that right now. That's my ask.
Yeah.
So I need you guys, I need everybody that's watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Lich, Fitch.
This nigga said
OnlyFans, wherever y'all watching us from. Here's what I need y'all to know.
Are we streaming OnlyFans?
Nah, we don't have an OnlyFans.
We gotta make that happen.
No, we don't. So what I need y'all to know is Ben and Marcus cares about what they want. I only want to do what y'all want us to do. Okay? So I want to be where y'all say we need to be.
Nah, you's a flaw ass nigga, bro.
Wherever y'all say we should be, I'm gonna go with that. These guys are thinking about what they want. I care about you. I care about you guys. Thank you so much for making us.
Hey, listen.
Hey, let me throw. Hey, no, Marcus, I got one for you. Somebody said, I love all three of y'all beautiful black men, but Marcus is my favorite. Get Mondale out of here, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Whoever said that subscribes to colorism, they like that light skin dude.
Let me read this one. Oh, go ahead. What you about to say, bro?
I'll be short style. Making love in the rain is fine.
Mr. Meow sent in $5 more. Said, I was addressing the people in the comments, not Mr. Whole Life Political Man who has wrong assumptions. P.S. F. Trump and MSNBC. Dang, I appreciate you spending $5 to get your clap back in there, man. That's fine.
I like the clap back. It's still the thought is still empty in what I said. You're still missing what I said, brother.
Oh man.
That is the fact. It's cute though. Thanks for the $5.
Hey, we appreciate the $5, man. Hey, listen, this is the new rule. If you wanna troll us with that super chat. That's what
I like being trolled. I like it.
Yeah. And let me see if there was anything. Y'all got anything on y'all end, but we need to catch before we get out of here?
I was called childish.
Who
And
called you
Call you
childish?
childish.
yeah, somebody in the chat room called me childish.
Man,
And
get over it.
Oh, that was way earlier. I saw it, but you know, at that moment, I sure as hell wasn't about to say that shit.
Yeah. Hey, also, Marcus, don't try to slick that shit in. Talking about you try to pick your light skin guy. Talking about you, I'll be sure. I'm thinking more like Sinbad, bro.
Making love in the rain is fine.
No, tell me a Sinbad joke.
Don't you run for me.
That's pretty good. If you don't know that, if y'all don't know, listen, Sinbad is underrated as a black comedian too.
Yeah, of course he is.
Oh no, Sinbad was funny as hell, man.
Sinbad's underrated as a black comedian.
Fat Marcus looks like Sinbad. Skinny Marcus looks like Will Smith.
Oh, okay.
What? Did you just name two men that you look like, bro? I'm sorry. What was that? Who was it again?
This is what I received, and I'm comfortable.
I'm trying to figure out which two though. Which two?
Comfortable enough in my manhood to be able to compare myself to other men without feeling uncomfortable, Mondale. I hope you learn that skill.
I love that. I'm trying to figure out which two. Which two men?
Making love in the rain is fine.
He said Sinbad and Will Smith.
Oh, okay. So look, Fat Mondale and Skinny Mondale look like God.
All right.
I got one last comment in the comment section. I gotta read.
To go.
Marcus.
Wait. Let me read this last comment.
So, bro. The Bible said we're all guys, little G, not big G. The Bible said that. We're made in history.
You stupid as hell.
Torches and Pitchfork says 2 hours, boys. Wink.
2 hours. Yo,
man,
we actually.
I would love to do 2 hours, man.
Oh wow. Did he just say that?
Yeah.
Torches and Pitchfork may be one of our best viewers, huh? That person, they listen to everything.
In tune. The spirit, flesh and blood did not reveal that to you, but the spirit did, because we actually were talking about that the other day. One last thing. Somebody wanted to know who has been under.
Like the dude from Living Single.
Who said that?
Kyle.
Oh. Who said that?
Kyle.
Who said that?
Oh, hey, no, you're not gonna troll people just because they call your ass out. Kyle.
Yeah, damn. See, I start leaving out names because he wanted to call them out individually.
I'm just gonna find their Facebook page when I'm in the bathroom.
What you gonna do with their Facebook page in the bathroom, man?
Harass the shit out of them.
Oh, I was about to say that's a little freaky, man.
You just missed what I just said, didn't you? You said that was a double entendre. I'm gonna find their Facebook page when I'm in the bathroom and harass the shit out of them. Come on, Marcus. Keep up,
somebody,
brother.
Sisyphean Task on YouTube. I love the name. I always love references to mythology and history and anything like that. Who has been in contract with for the radio show? Nobody yet. We just listen. We know we got something here. Hell, I got something here when I do like 6 shows a day and I add another one every single morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. So the vibe, like the only thing I say before I finish my main thought is we need y'all to be comfortable enough to go with us when we fight like we gonna fight in real life. Because the truth is we ain't gonna fight in real life. We just getting to the core of an issue. So as long as y'all got the bandwidth to handle us going at each other when we disagree, then you can handle us when we laughing and just acting a clown and with the shenanigans.
You need to check the last super chat.
Oh, we got one? Hang on.
So while you checking it, let me say something about the way black men communicate. Like, I mean, a lot of times people see.
Oh, wait. No. I don't mean to cut you off, but I got to cut you off here.
Yeah. That's why I said you need to check it.
I got to cut you off here.
You paid $5 to say that shit.
You paid $5 to say you Bernie Bros are responsible for Trump.
Starbucks.
You can never be relevant.
Go ahead. Hold on. Say that again because I want to hear this Russian bot got to say.
Exactly. RBR Network. First of all, RBR Network. I'm about to stunt on your ass. He said, you Bernie Bros are responsible for Trump. You can never be relevant. Shame on you. Now, before y'all each get him, let me say, I remember this guy from like 5 years ago. I think we started our programs roughly at the same time. How you doing on your show?
Ooh.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Ooh. That ether, the shit that make your soul burn slow. Hey, what did he say?
Wait, is that?
He said that we are Bernie Bros and we're responsible for Trump.
Well, life is hard.
Wait.
Don't make
is it a brother or a sister? I'm confused.
It's a dude. It's a dude using a woman avatar.
He's wrong.
I know him. because I know him. I know him from
Okay.
like we started at the same time.
Go ahead, Marcus, get him.
So here's the thing. First off, I was the first black man that Bernie Sanders hired in 2015. Therefore, I am the original Bernie bro.
Whoa. Clarify that, because I don't need people to think that you are how they use popular culture use Bernie bro.
Not the popular culture Bernie bro.
Right.
I was the first brother to work for Bernie Sanders. So I am the original Bernie bro. Right? And if you watch this show, you'll know for a fact that my ass will give it to Bernie faster than I give it to anyone else. I like giving it to Bernie because Bernie could have fucking been the president right now if he had listened to me.
Listen, dog, I'm sorry. I hate to be the childish one, but you gotta listen to how you stringing those
myself. I had to mute myself. I was like, whoa, I'm about to get. Whoa.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
you gotta watch how you stringing those sentences together.
Again, I'm comfortable enough in my manhood, y'all silly ass Negroes. All right. Let me get to my point.
Let me get to my point.
Let me get to my point.
Get to your point.
Look at the message chat. Look at the message chat on Facebook.
So here's the thing. Bernie bros and the popular class sense of Bernie bros can tend to be problematic. But we're not going to skip over the fact that Hillary Clinton decided that she had the election.
Yeah.
Won and wrapped up.
And didn't have to campaign.
She didn't spend money on black voters in the Midwest. That's a factual thing. She lost by basically 60,000 votes in the Midwest. And Bernie bros was to blame. No, actually, Bernie Sanders went hard for Hillary Clinton and rode around in a private jet with her trying to campaign with that woman. So what exactly are you talking about? Like, you neoliberal fucks don't ever want to take accountability for yourself. You never do. Sorry, sons of bitches.
Marcus, I know, and I'm not trying to relive this argument we had, me, you, and Ben, and all of our fans, all of y'all against me. But I just want to say something that Jay-Z said in the beef with Nas.
Oh boy.
And what he said, and to all the rest of y'all, you get one bar. That's it. Dude, get one bar from me. That's it. Because I just looked at his YouTube page. I know what he's trying to do.
He's trying to get some followers.
Yeah,
he's a follower. Bro,
it's cute. But you got up this morning to watch us to try to get some followers, bro. That is lame. Because you know who did you know what.
With who you know who.
Yeah, between me and you, nigga.
Tyrone, send in a super chat. I'm an hour behind because I got off work this morning. I love this discussion. Y'all keeping it 100, and I'm learning about what's really going on. Deuces. Hey, we appreciate you, family. We got two more super chats. The Dark Pope said, love y'all, even the Warren stand. That's you, Mundell.
That's me. Daniel called me the Warren stand.
Daniel Molina said, great show, gentlemen. I now watch you every morning instead of hate watching Morning Joe. Well, glad to have you.
Thank you.
So we were on the conversation about what our move is. We know we got something here. And y'all even we hadn't even put in music and the vibe and the whole production and everything. We just sitting here just raw, just cutting it. Just we just out here clowning.
We like battle rappers, really. We freestyle. Like these industry rappers or these industry shows ain't got shit on us. Like in terms of battle rap, you know what I'm saying? We are doing this off the cuff, y'all. This is not scripted. This is not reality.
That said, here's the thing. Like, no matter where we go, the only thing that would change about our content ain't gonna be the substance of our arguments ever. The only thing that would change is if we go to mainstream radio, we won't be able to cuss because we would lose all of our money. Like we'd get fined into oblivion. But you can guarantee that ain't not one of us would go to any platform that would make us change what we say any way substantive. So that said,
I got a story real quick. So I've been on MSNBC.
Yep.
Right. I went on MSNBC a couple of times, about 4 times. And I bombed. You know why I bombed? Because I realized that I'm about to say some shit that's going to literally never get me invited back. So I had this little confusion thing. And then I said what I had to say. And then they never invited me again.
Wow. You know what, man? I'm trying to think, because I've been on MSNBC a couple of times. And they do invite me back. I never worry about what I say. You know what I mean? I never worry about what I say. And I think eventually I am going to say something that would cause them to not invite me back. But I would rather go out with a blaze of glory, man. Give me that one clip where I said something they didn't like, and we just live with it. But I get what you're saying. And at the end of the day, we're free here. We're free black men. We're able to do this. We're able to do this for an hour and 40 minutes this morning because every single one of us has established ourselves enough to not have to punch somebody's clock and to not have to and to be able to be free and to do what we want to and to speak our truth the way we want to speak it. I'm looking to make this thing as big and as broad as we possibly can. So if that means we got 466 people watching on YouTube who are going to go and become patrons, then so be it. But if we're stretching the patron pool, this is really what I want to say, and y'all can say get the last word. I think we're stretching the people's money really as far as we possibly can. Everybody's donating. Everybody's giving money on a monthly basis. I am a proponent of taking these advertisers' dollars, saying what the hell we want to say, and funneling that money back into the movement, using capitalism against itself. So I don't know that I want personally for us to do this the Patreon route. I want to get some of that corporate cash and tell corporations what the fuck we think about them at the same time. So far, so good. YouTube is low key let me slide in my socialism stuff, even though corporations are paying my rent now through that advertising. So I still speak the same truth. I'm just taking their money and I'm using it against them.
Yeah, I think we should. I mean, first we need all of our viewers to like talk about us. And
Yep.
if you like what you're seeing, right, like help us spread the word. Because this show ain't gonna be on CNN or MSNBC.
Nah,
Not
it
this-
might.
Even if we didn't cuss, we wouldn't be on MSNBC or CNN. You know why? Because, like, first off,
because we black men.
They hate black men.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and we need to start keeping it real. There's a certain type of black man that they like. A certain type, right? And we ain't it. It's pretty simple, right? Like,
hold that one close to the chest.
Yeah.
Hold it to the chest. Hold it close to the chest. But go ahead.
Ben. Do I look froze?
Do you look froze? Hang on. Oh, you froze.
That was so silly.
Marcus, do I look froze? Marcus come to make me freeze. Like, oh.
We were like, hold on. We're not ready for that yet.
But we got a couple more super chats.
Nick McNugget said, what shows y'all go on? I've only been on Ari Melba's show, The Beat. I've been on there, like, he brings me back pretty regularly. Until Bernie Sanders was no longer in the campaign, and he ain't need my ass no more. I'm joking, Ari. Go ahead, Mondale. What show were you on, Marcus, rather?
Oh, Morning Joy. I was streaking there for a second. I was on AM Joy with Joy.
Oh, cool.
Australian public broadcasting for me, Marketplace. But the most important show is Political Misfits on Sputnik Radio.
Oh yeah, you were on there?
Shout out to my people.
Guy C wants to know from you, Marcus, any advice for a black man playing politics in Vermont?
Move, motherfucker.
Move. What the fuck?
The fuck you doing up there?
Fuck you doing? That's the dumbest. What the fuck?
That's not dumb.
Move.
I get it.
Leave. Get your Ben & Jerry ice cream and leave, bro.
I'm gonna answer his question. Right. So in Vermont politics, if you're a black man in Vermont politics and you want to get ahead real quick, let the white people use you for whatever the fuck they want, and just become the token, and then make all the money.
Well, the problem is if unless he's an African immigrant, he ain't even really a black person in Vermont, because that's the 0.1% that are the black people there. And I know this because DFA's headquarters is in Burlington, Vermont, and I'm the political director for that damn organization as well.
Oh,
so what are you doing there, bro?
Just move. Like,
what are you doing there? Take that idea, figure out what their politics did to make it so prisoners can vote. While people are in prison, sorry, I'm not calling them prisoners. While people are in prison, they still can vote. Figure it out and bring that trick to the South.
Go to Atlanta. Atlanta did some good for me. I'm not even gonna lie. When I lived there, it blessed me as a black man. So go take your ideas. And I don't know the cost of living in Vermont, but I just think the cost of living in Atlanta gonna be cheaper. So take whatever you're doing and go to Atlanta.
I don't know, but they build igloos in Vermont, bro.
What are you talking about? No, not in Atlanta. You mean
No, not Atlanta proper, but out,
Atlanta
go.
is expensive as a motherfucker.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. You go 20 minutes south of the city and get a immaculate house for like half the price that you would pay
Hurry
up
up and do
north.
that because that's about to end like next year.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's still there right now. Z James on YouTube said, "Thanks for this show. It's refreshing to get uncensored points of view. I appreciate you all. Appreciate you too, brother.
All right, y'all.
All right, we're gonna call it here.
Hold on, we got to shout out our Facebook. We started over there, and those people might feel neglected.
Yeah. Give some love to Facebook. What y'all got?
Well, we were the Julian Mack who said we weren't calling out Facebook comments is gonna be over here laughing at the living single shit talking about he weak. That's why we ain't reading no damn Facebook comments. Y'all over here laughing at the wrong damn thing. But no, seriously,
do us a solid. Do us a solid. Marcus, we got the YouTube page for Clickbaity yet, right?
Yeah, I think, but I don't remember the.
You don't remember? Okay, so starting tomorrow, we're going to be streaming both on the Benjamin Dixon Show page, but also on the Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap page, because we want you guys to migrate over to that page so that we could develop that page by itself and have it nice and clean and contained. Because right now, with all the super chats y'all sending, I got to do an itemization. I got to go get this list, this video. Okay, we got this much super chat for this video, this video. I got to split that up. It's just a lot of paperwork. So that said, we're going to build up Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap YouTube page so that it could grow as an entity in and of itself. We want it to grow, and I want everybody who subscribed to my channel to go over there and subscribe to that channel starting tomorrow. All right.
Dango, we don't mind if you mention this stream to anybody because we don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, I did see that coming. Yeah. Mention the stream to everybody.
we love it.
Wait.
I got one last thing, and then I'm done for the rest of the day. Like, for real, y'all. Go to your favorite social media right now and just say, this is a pretty damn good morning show.
If you feel that way.
If you feel that way, right?
You better feel that way.
Like, just stop what you're doing right now. I know this is my ass, the hard ass. That's what they teach you in politics, make the hard ass. Stop what you're doing right now and go to your favorite social media platform and talk about the show.
Yep. What we need our own hashtag. What's our hashtag?
That's true.
Nah, I think there's gonna be a whole lot in there.
I know.
But we did answer Dango. Thank y'all for answering Dango Bangles. Mind if I mention this stream to Left Tube? Yes. Because somebody said we missed them. I want to make sure everybody know we did listen. We'll think of the hashtag, and we'll see you all tomorrow morning. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
See you weekend.
Y'all don't go nowhere though.